What was he like to work as, the leader of the organization?
He's very different. He was very different than his public persona. Certainly a very tough-minded guy, very demanding of those who worked for and played for him. But there were aspects of his personality that were hidden from view. One of the things that people don't expect out of a person with the success that he had and the ego that he needed to have that success was the fact that he knew what he didn't know. And he knew he needed to have people working for him that did know those things to make him complete, to make the operation complete. So if he hired you, and as he did with me, he let me do my job for the most part. Obviously, he had very high standards, and we had to meet those standards. But he felt, which I think is also unusual amongst people of his success over a long period of time, he knew that if you were afraid to make a decision, because you were afraid of making a mistake, because you were afraid that he was going to come down on you, in the end, you probably do nothing, which is worse than just than doing the wrong thing. That is by itself the wrong thing. You have no chance of succeeding. So he was very tolerant of people going out, accepting responsibility, and trying to do the job. If you didn't do it well, and there are some exceptions where I had some difficulties with Red in those aspects, but for the most part, if you didn't do it, he would point it out to you, and not in a threatening way, and expect you to do better the next time. As long as you didn't make the same mistake twice, you were okay.
Now, in that type of environment where winning every year really was expected, is that good or bad for business?
It's great. For business, I think for business it was excellent. I think when you're held to a high standard by others outside of your organization, you yourself always want to have your own standards be high. But if other people have those views and they feel that you're worthy of meeting those high expectations, that's a real plus.
This excerpt is brought to you by the Massachusetts School of Law, the leader of reform in legal education and a leader in multimedia education for the public. To view the full interview and for a full listing of MSL's programs, log on to mslaw.edu.